Going live here, 12:36 a.m., March the 4th. This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com. Just got back from doing a lot of cardio. Actually feel like puking right now. I did so much cardio. Raw Monday night did a 0.74 rating. They had Brock Lesnar on that show, I believe. There's a whole bunch of talk. Dave Meltzer, I guess, said on the Wrestling Observer that Vince doesn't like Ricochet anymore because he's lost a few matches in a row. It's made all the news sites, but to me, that's just pure hearsay. As far as Ricochet, my opinion of him, I have done an interview with him on the Hannibal TV. You can look that up. There is even a match between Ricochet and Sami Callihan here on the Hannibal TV. I would suggest looking that up. His style is too choreographed for my taste, but he is a great athlete. I guess WWE has announced JBL is going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Jeff Hardy also says he's medically cleared to return to the WWE. According to the Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer says that All Japan and WWE are in talks. They really want to have a WWE like NXT Japan. So who knows? Maybe something could be worked out with All Japan. They haven't had any luck so far. Matt Hardy has made a statement saying he will return to WWE someday. It's unknown now that he is a free agent. WWE has stated he is a free agent. Where he's exactly going to end up, many people believe it is AEW. Which, by the way, Dave Meltzer also said on Wrestling Observer Radio yesterday that AEW has the right to drug test wrestlers according to their contracts, from what he knows. However, they don't have an actual wellness policy in place. And my live stream last night did have some connection issues. One thing I was saying was Luke Harper is heavily rumored to be starting in AEW when they come to Rochester in a few weeks. They're taping in Colorado tomorrow. It was in the Wrestling Observer this past week, as I already mentioned. Might be their lowest attended taping yet. They were doing some deal where if you donated $50 to the Red Cross, you'd get 2 AEW tickets. Now that they've made Jon Moxley the champion, he's a much less mainstream name. Much less mainstream appeal than Chris Jericho to me. I don't know if that's a wise decision. Did I like the Brock Lesnar Drew McIntyre segment? Richard M says I didn't see it. Not a Drew McIntyre fan. Joe Beck, dude, is CM Punk going to do any more pro wrestling in the future? If he gets the right offer, probably. But he is quite wealthy, but there's always offers that people can't refuse. By the way, I've finished the Haku interview that the Hannibal TV did on the weekend. It's in full ad-free at patreon.com/the Hannibal TV. There's a longer one, over an hour with Barbarian. I finished editing today. Hopefully it'll be up on Patreon tomorrow or the next day. The Haku and Barbarian versus Bloodhunter and Scorpio match should be up sometime today, with the rest of the footage from this past weekend's Great North Wrestling event in Smith Falls being posted over the course of the month. And this weekend, I will be in Albany covering WrestleFest 2. I'm also doing another career interview with Tony Atlas, who will be appearing at the Great North Wrestling 13th anniversary event, August 8th in Ottawa. Tickets are already on sale for that event, ticketweb.ca. More information, thehannibaltv.com. Mario says Matt might end up in Impact and AEW. Well, I really don't think Impact can afford what WWE and AEW can offer Matt Hardy, and Impact doesn't even release their ratings anymore. I can't remember reading an attendance report anytime in the recent future where they've had over 1,000 fans at a show. It's a really crappy company. I cannot see in any way why Matt Hardy would go to Impact Wrestling. Richard M., could I do an interview with Steve Blackman? Actually, I would like to do that. I really would. Ralph Vaquero says, I keep myself busy. Yes, I do. I also edit stuff. I love how, by the way, people like to call me, like, allege that I'm developmentally disabled. I work out minimum 3 hours a day, sometimes 2 workouts a day. I work a regular job. I run a professional wrestling company. I edit every single video on this channel. Plus, I conduct interviews and I produce, do a lot of other stuff too. Visit my elderly grandmother almost every day too. So for people that say, like, I talk slow, maybe I'm just tired. I have many different levels. Anyone that's seen me wrestle or fight can see that I can escalate from 0 to about 100 very fast. I'm not, I'm a very wild person, actually. So, yeah. Never been in prison, but I have spent the night in jail numerous times for my wild antics. Keep up the good work. Thank you. We'll call it a night now. I'm actually going to finish editing that Haku match now. I've had tons and tons of requests. Everyone wants to see it, so I'm going to finish it up right now. Have a good night, everybody.